looks like I got the deck to myself. Isn't that cool? Alright. This is that artificial lumber too. You can tell it's that Trex lumber, although the rails here aren't, but the base of this is. That's pretty cool. Alright. I'm gonna hold on to you tight so you don't fall in the water. It's not exactly a big pond. Nice. Don't hear much going on. I see lily pads in here. There's frogs usually, although there's some squawking birds. Pretty nice. Cool. All right, I'm not going to stop here too long, so I do want to keep moving. So that's a nice little diversion. Sometimes, depending on the hike, I kick back. There's a couple picnic tables right here. Although I'm not known for stopping often, but I've been forcing myself. And you can see what's really cool. I think I've mentioned this before, that a lot of trails, and I'm sure this is the same in other states, but here in Connecticut, these blue trails that run north and south go through many parts of the state. And this one here, which I've hiked before, is part of the Metacomet Trail. As you can see. Cool. So what that means is, so this is part of this trail is part of the park, but it does run outside of it. And it goes across the street. And so where I turned around back a couple of miles, it extended into another area. I think it was another park, but it just keeps going all the way north. And I've hiked this one way down south as far as I think it's in Hamden. I think that's the Metacomet. I can't remember. But I've been on other legs of this particular one. So we're starting to rise here. Hear me breathe in because I'm climbing a little bit. A lot of cool. I take pictures of the kind of scary looking trees. This one's a stump. But we've had a lot of trees fall here. I think it's because of the drought that we've had, but I'm not sure. Maybe somebody could tell me. But I do know I see a lot of fallen trees. Yeah, this is pretty funny. Not sure why this is here. There's a little bench off in the distance there. I don't know what that's doing. You see it? It's a good place to sit. There's going to be a couple cool things to see up here. And if I have enough battery, I'll either do a live video or I'll show you pictures after. But it's some pretty cool. It's a rock formation. Well, no, it's not a rock formation. It's actually a man-made rock. I guess you want to call it garden or well, I think it's built there sort of in memory of somebody who either got injured or died up here, which is kind of sad. But it's a really cool rock garden. I think that's coming up. There's also the remains of, I could tell at one time they used to have like little lookout towers or something here, because there's cement sort of footings and foundations just left out in the middle of the woods. And even this path, you can see it's wide, which tells me they can drive vehicles down here too. One, because, they do maintenance out here, cutting down fallen trees and and whatnot. But I wonder too, and I don't know the history of this area, if this was a area that they had some sort of towers or something. Some of these places, you know, if the land was donated a long time ago, somebody might have had it for whatever reason. They might have had buildings out here. It's kind of, you can see the remains, but you can't always tell once the trees kind of grow up around you, right? It just looks like woods. But who knows? I've walked on hikes where, you know, there were remains of foundations of homes and old farm buildings. And you could see the little bit of telltale signs, but all around you, and even growing up through the foundation of the old building, which is gone, the wood and everything's gone. There are trees, so from a distance you wouldn't even know there was ever a building there. It's kind of cool how nature takes over. I'm going up. Also catching up to a family in a little bit here, so I may be passing them. Although alright. This is cool, I like this. I see this quite a bit. Look at that. So this tree fell, and it fell, I'm assuming it happened naturally, and it just fell kind of leaning against this tree. And this tree's already starting to lean a little bit into the next tree. So, talk about lean on me, huh? Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of uprooted trees. Here's a small one. A lot of this. Again, I'm not sure if that's I'm going to assume that it's these trees just kind of, you know, between the wind and the drought conditions, got uprooted. I'll have to look that up. I thought I heard that somewhere. Maybe one of you guys know. I don't know if that's true, but I am seeing a lot of them. I don't know that. I know it is natural, trees fall and die, but some of these look like they were living and didn't. Oh, here we go. Here's a pretty cool little place. I don't know exactly what this was. Any of you guys from around here, in the Simsbury, Bloomfield, Connecticut area, know this park? Maybe you guys can tell me. I got this. I don't know what this structure is, but it's cool. I'm not going to climb it, but it's got a pipe going through it. I'm not sure what it is, but it's kind of funny thing to see, just because you look around, there's really nothing else around. It just seems like kind of seemingly random. I'm sure it's not. Alright, let's head back. Hear those leaves? Crunch, crunch. Ooh, I'm actually working up a sweat. It's probably about, I'm going to guess and say, well, my watch doesn't have it right now, but it's like 50-something degrees out. I've been hiking just about 5 miles at this point, which is pretty good for me. It's not a long hike, but it's you know, it's not a cold day, it's not a warm day. I'm actually just in a thin jacket today, and I am carrying up my trusty backpack, and I usually sweat on my back from it, and I do have some water left in there too, so it's still a little heavy. Oh, so, but yeah, you can see it. I'm schwitzing, sweating a little bit. It's all right. You know, not pushing myself today. My left leg, I've been working really hard on getting it stronger on the area that I have that stiffness in my knee. It's from the iliotibial, ITB band stiffness. So I've been working on strengthening the inner and outer thigh and doing stretches at night when I can, because hiking is my thing, and I don't want to really have to give it up, so I want to make sure that I'm in best tip-top shape to do this. And I do, as you guys, if you've tuned in last week, I think over the weekend I did just under 20 miles of hiking between Saturday and Sunday. So that's a pretty good amount, and consider that I walk during the week too, close to 4 miles during the day. So I rack up some pretty good amount of miles. I don't actually track steps. I've been asked how many steps I get in. I don't really pay attention, although my watch does. I have that Garmin watch you guys have probably seen I post. It does track my steps. I don't really pay attention. But, alright. I might, for the sake of conserving battery, I don't know who just joined, but I might break for a minute until I get to that, because I want to be able to show you guys this really cool man-made rock sculpture. So stay tuned.